Good afternoon. I am Colonel Billy Wilson, the commander of basic military training. I'm glad we had this opportunity to have a discussion. So, why are you here? I will tell you that you are here to train both your body and your mind.
Be better every day. Be better.
You are here to train your body and your mind. Not one or the other, both. I often ask new recruits, why the Air Force? And I often get, well, I want to be part of an institution. I want to be part of something that is larger than myself.
Remember why you are here. Remember those people that came before you. Everything that you do needs to come with a passion and a vigor that is unmatched.
There will be stress. It will be stressful. And I will tell you that it is stressful by design. So the question remains, when you start feeling stressed out, what are you going to do? Are you going to react or are you going to respond? I expect you to respond to the demands that are being placed upon you, pushing you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to grow, because that's why you're here. You're here to be transformed from what you were to what you need to be, to what your nation needs you to be. Each and every one of you will earn your place here. This will not be given to you. And as you earn your place here and head toward graduation day, having earned it, you will have a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. And it will be meaningful to you. And as you depart this place, you will be proud of what you've accomplished.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Spencer.
Good morning, friends and family, fellow airmen. Let us pray. I must start this morning, gracious God, by thanking you for making such a beautiful day, a day that comes with excitement, anticipation, and a willingness to accept a great responsibility. As we stand before you today, God, we can't help but feel the power of the ground on which we stand. You have blessed so many of the nation's most influential airmen as they stood on that parade field. And I have no doubt at this very moment, you're molding and shaping the hearts of these warriors for what lies ahead. Lord, in a few moments, each of these airmen and their military training instructors will make the walk so many heroes have made. May each step on this bomb run fuel the desire to honor the brave souls who sacrificed to secure this land of freedom. Bless each family member and friend joining us today. You too are to be thanked for trusting us with your sons and daughters. However, I pray that when you walk upon this field today and look in your airmen's eyes, you will realize they are not the same. They have entered an elite branch of individuals who are responsible for representing the glowing beacon of freedom and justice to this country. In closing, God, plant encouragement in the hearts of the airmen standing in front of me today. Let them rest in the fact you have a purpose for our pain, a reason for our struggles, and a reward for our faithfulness. Airmen, may the peace of God be with each of you, and welcome to the team. Aim high and amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning and welcome to today's Department of the Air Force Basic Military Training Graduation Ceremony. we would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony, the Deputy Commander, Department of the Air Force, Basic Military Training, Lieutenant Colonel Alvin Schultz, Jr. Representing the Senior Enlisted Leader, Department of the Air Force, Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Jerry Vosey. The reviewing official, the individual mobilization augmentee to 37th Training Wing Commander, Colonel Jennifer Anderson. Also in attendance with us today, representing the Command Chief, 37th Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Tiffany Jackson Foster. The National Security Agency Chief of Office for China and the Pacific, Mr. William Hastings, accompanied by his wife, Barbara. The Brigade Command Sergeant Major, Eisenhower Army Medical Center, Command Sergeant Major Cecilia Khalil, accompanied by her husband, Kane. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to today's ceremony, we would like to recognize our newest military training instructors. These instructors have undergone a rigorous 5-month training pathway comprised of formal academic classes and task qualification requirements. They have earned the distinct honor of donning the dark blue campaign hat.
Details, halt!
From the 331st Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Brady Dale. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Alan Hardy. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Staff Sergeant Alfonso Wing. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Tien Tran. From the 321st Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant David Maestas. From the 321st Training Squadron, Technical Sergeant Ryan Steiner. At this time, we ask all military training instructors, past and present, to stand in a sign of unity as our newest instructors recite the MTI Pledge. The military training instructor hat that I wear
is a symbol of honor, professionalism, integrity, service, and excellence in all I do. My job is one of the most important in the Air Force, and I will spare no effort to properly prepare men and women for military service. I am dedicated to the principles of fairness, firmness, and honesty. I strive for perfection and reject mediocrity, both in my own personal behavior and in the performance of those I lead. I am an Air Force military training instructor, and above all, I am an American Airman. Present, hug, order, hug, hug.
The dark blue campaign hat that these instructors received today has been a symbol of the MTI Corps since 1974. These instructors will carry on the traditions and the spirited core of the United States Air Force as they pass on their knowledge to our newest generation of airmen. Our Commander of Airmen is Staff Sergeant Adam Parrish. Colonel Anderson will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with the foundation to serve in the most powerful military the world has ever known. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of 118 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow. 737 Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas. Subject, Commander's Excellence. The Commander's Excellence Streamer is awarded to the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 588, for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 5 August 2024 to 19 September 2024. Signed, Billy Wilson Jr., Colonel, United States Air Force. The Commander's Excellence Flight was led by Technical Sergeant Gonzalez and Technical Sergeant Tran. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States military. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors.
March the command in review.
The graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 35,000 men and women who will complete the Department of the Air Force's basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. The military training instructors are responsible for the indoctrination, development, and discipline of the airmen. They have dedicated endless hours to ensure all training objectives are met. Today's graduates have proven through academic studies, military training, physical training, and the development of teamwork that they are ready to take their place in the United States Armed Forces. As our graduates turn left onto the bomb run to pass and review, they will march over the enlisted heroes walk. The men and women recognized on the pavers have been awarded our nation's highest honors, representing heroic and unselfish actions as members of the United States military in armed conflict. Their decorations include 9 Medals of Honor, 23 Air Force Crosses, and 162 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all service members to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. We would like to direct your attention to our national, state, and territorial flags. As these flags pass in review, please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. As a reminder, military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags have passed, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all our guests the opportunity to view the flights as they pass in review. Now passing in review, from the 737 Training Support Squadron, the Commander of Airmen, Staff Sergeant Adam Parrish, Master Military Training Instructor, hometown, Zachary, Louisiana. From the 323rd Training Squadron, A Squadron Staff, led by Technical Sergeant Rafael Guzman, Panagual, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Rosie, California. From the 331st Training Squadron, Flight 598, led by Staff Sergeant Lindsey Bone, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Traverse City, Michigan. Flight 597, led by Staff Sergeant Adrian Agua, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Los Angeles, California. Flight 596, led by Staff Sergeant Michael Schultz, Military Training Instructor, hometown, New Milford, Connecticut. Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 595, led by Technical Sergeant Grady Dale, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Latrice, Nebraska. From the 324th Training Squadron, Flight 594, led by Technical Sergeant Nicholas Walker, Military Training Instructor, Trainer, hometown, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Flight 593, led by Technical Sergeant Desiree Gonzalez, Military Training Instructor, hometown, San Antonio, Texas. PT Excellence Flight, Flight 592, led by Staff Sergeant Devontae Hardaway, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Vero Beach, Florida. The Color Guard from the 326th Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Tyler Dewell, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Westmoreland, New York. From the 321st Training Squadron, Flights 584, 585, led by Staff Sergeant Paul Dale, military training instructor, hometown, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From the 326 Training Squadron, B Squadron Staff, led by Technical Sergeant Jose Hernandez, military training instructor, trainer, hometown, Houston, Texas. From the 324th Training Squadron, Flight 591, led by Staff Sergeant Thomas Leno, military training instructor, hometown, Hollywood, Florida. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 590, led by Staff Sergeant Alan Hardy, military training instructor, hometown, Simpsonville, South Carolina. Flight 589, led by Staff Sergeant Alfonso Wing, military training instructor, hometown, Toluca, Mexico. Commander's Excellence Flight, Flight 588, led by Technical Sergeant Tien Tran, military training instructor, hometown, St. Clairsville, Ohio. From the 321st Training Squadron, Flight 587, led by Technical Sergeant David Maestas, military training instructor, hometown, El Paso, Texas. Flight 586, led by Technical Sergeant Ryan Steiner, military training instructor, hometown, Fort Worth, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the Airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Technical Sergeant Matthew Zettelmoyer, military training instructor trainer, hometown, Augusta, Georgia. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours to practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core value, service before self. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies.
As soon as you red light, they start to clap. We want them.
We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our honor graduates, as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguish themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all graduates in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence they displayed throughout the basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the flights march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank all of the families and friends who are here in support of those graduating today for your support to our mission and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Your words of encouragement has helped motivate these graduates through 7.5 weeks of basic military training. Ladies and gentlemen, Colonel Anderson will now come forward and address our graduating class.
And welcome to Lackland Air Force Base. It is an honor and privilege for me to be with you today to celebrate this amazing accomplishment and incredible milestone. First, I'd like to direct your attention to the American flag. Our American flag symbolizes hope and freedom. It is also a symbol of honor and sacrifice. It represents the courage of those who serve and freedoms that we cherish. It is our company's logo for the institution your loved one has joined. As we celebrate our newest airmen, let our nation's colors serve as a powerful reminder of what it means to be an American. I want our newest airmen to see, hear, and feel how proud you are and that you stand united with them. Give them a round of applause, y'all. When your loved one first told you that they wanted to join the military. I imagine the journey you were on, you felt excitement, maybe fear, maybe anger, maybe relief, maybe pride, and perhaps met it with a little bit of resistance. Because I know it wasn't easy to let them go. But I want you to know that it's your love, support, encouragement, and belief in their abilities that got them on that plane and that bus. You entrusted us with our nation's most treasured gift, your loved one. I ask for your continued support as they continue on this journey. I also want you to give a high five to the person on your left, the person on your right, the person behind you, and the person in front of you. Because guess what? You just joined the best family in America. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you 703 of our nation's newest warfighters. Continue to give them your love and support they needed as the days ahead. To our veterans, if you are able to stand up, please stand up and be recognized. We appreciate you. Another round of applause, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, none without our military training instructors. They are the backbone of this institution. We had 6 new MTI join the Corps. Give them a round of applause. They bear guidance, coaching, discipline, mentorship that set all of them up for success and also set them up for the challenges ahead. They do this every single day and pour their heart and soul into every individual that they are charged to mentor, instruct, and train. Again, if it wasn't for our military training instructors, we wouldn't have what's in front of you today. Give it up, guys. Airmen of our future, you are the reason we are here today. Congratulations. You make me so proud. As military members in the profession of arms, you have a unique calling to serve and protect. Embrace this and let it guide your actions and decisions because more will be required. Today, I want to remind you of the power that lies within you. You have the ability to shape your path, create your legacy, and have an impact on the world. You are the authors of your own stories, and you are trained, equipped, and ready. Like an author in a book, you have the opportunity to write your own narrative. Let your imagination soar, for it is the realm of possibility that greatness is born. Being an author doesn't always mean that your path will be smooth and that there will not be challenges. The power of the author lies not only in the words, but actions. It is my challenge for you to take action, Airmen. Number 1, embrace the special calling and challenge to serve and protect our great nation. Fly, fight, and win. Seize every opportunity you get to learn and grow, and there will be many. You will face obstacles and hurdles, and you may fail. Believe that you can overcome these obstacles even when it's hard. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Be bold and decisive, and be the hardest worker in the room. Be connected. Find your tribe. No one here succeeds alone. You learn that in your training. Be curious. Be coachable. Be adaptable. Your attitude is everything. Trust. Listen to me. Eyes up. Trust your abilities. You will calm the waters of uncertainty if you have the skill and the knowledge and the courage to do what's right. Now, as you embark on this journey as the authors of your own life, embrace the power you have and seize the opportunities you have to write your own story. The pen is now in your hands. And our nation, your family, friends, loved one, they're depending on you. That novel needs to represent honor and preserve our great nation. Lastly, thank you for your courage. Thank you for your willingness to serve our great nation, protect our freedoms, and leave a legacy. I look forward to being on your team to deliver combat capabilities and air power worldwide. Now, Airmen, I have only one question left. Are you ready to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? Folks, you think they're ready?
Please stand. Please stand as Colonel Anderson will now administer the oath of enlistment. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States.
And the orders of the officers appointed over me.
And the
regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Go crush it, Airmen.
Thank you, Colonel Anderson. Please remain standing while our graduates recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American Airman.